Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. We hope you all had a great weekend. My name is Tara and this is my sister Cassie.
And every morning we come together to give you guys our thoughts and opinions on the crypto market. So welcome back. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already so that you don't miss any more future updates. And let's get right into the charts.
Yep. Okay, so here we are on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has made a major breakout out of this triangle here. So we're going to take you guys in and show you what we think is going to be happening next and also what we need to watch out for as the week continues. And Ethereum, even though Bitcoin had this major pump, Ethereum really hasn't moved all that much. So we're going to take you into the charts there and show you guys what we're expecting. And again, with XRP, it's at that critical 52 cents again. So we have to take you in there and show you guys as well what we think is going on there and what to expect next on XRP. So here we are on Bitcoin, and this is that major breakout that we had there. This is the triangle that I've been tracking for a while now. And on Twitter, I had mentioned that this last wave here on the RSI was most likely our last wave of this triangle and that a breakout was coming soon. And so this breakout is the breakout of the triangle. And right now it's come up right up to our critical resistance here. This is that 118 and also the 1618 for this wave 3, the subwave 3 here at 70.2K. And we've now retraced back down to our critical level at around 69.1 or so. This is going to continue to be our major support level. So hopefully Bitcoin can stay above this level so that we can reach our further targets or our higher targets up here. And so again, I just want to remind you guys, we have our main 618 resistance level that we're still trying to make our way towards, which is around 75.8. And we're tracking the subwaves on the way up there. So that's something that we have to watch out for as the week continues. So let's see if Cassie can take us further into here, into the subwaves, and just give you a closer look at what we're expecting.
Yeah. Tara, I think it's funny because you're on 4 hour and zoomed really far in, and then I'm on 1 hour and zoomed really far out. So
I know.
So I have a little bit different of a perspective than Tara. So here we are on Bitcoin 1 hour, but I'm pretty zoomed out to that 4 hour chart Tara was showing you. So she zoomed in here to this wave, tracking our next high up on this wave 5. But I really wanted to show you guys how these waves from that breakout down at 60,000, we're really tracking this large wave 3 up towards 85,000, and we're really trying to break down the waves of that because it should form its own 5 waves. But what we are seeing on the subwaves is that we are going to hit local resistance at this wave 5 target. So I have between 73.7 up to 75.8. So this is going to be a heavy resistance area on our way up. These first 5 waves could form wave 1 of this wave 3. Another type of confirmation we can look at is where the wave 4, the future wave 4 lands, is right at that 75.8. And a lot of times wave 4 and wave 1 will have that relationship. So it does make sense that we're getting confirmation of our wave 1 ending there, coming down for wave 2 before we start to come up, making that wave 1 and wave 4 have that type of relationship in the future. So I do think that that is further confirmation that we're going to find resistance here. So let me just put that on my chart quickly so we have that. So we're looking at resistance here. So this is definitely the key level to look for. We want to see if it continues to hold this bearish trend here. You can see we have a bearish trend coming here, but this is overall a large wave 3. So this could really break this and not form the proper subwaves that we're looking for and really just come up to that 85,000 target. So even though we are trying to map these out, this could just get really impulsive on us and not do the proper subwaves. But I do think that we are going to hit resistance there like we're thinking. So make sure to watch the RSI on that. But then we have our larger target at 85,000. So that's what we're going to be tracking now. If we do find resistance here, we would expect to be coming down for a wave 2, which would be targeting the 618 retrace. So coming down back down towards 66,000 after that. So that's kind of what we're thinking on Bitcoin.
Yeah. All right. Let's get over to Ethereum then. Okay, so here we are on Ethereum on the 4 hour time frame. Like I've mentioned to you guys, Ethereum is just really kicking sideways here. We didn't get really any price movement with that major pump on Bitcoin. We're still targeting this 4,200 level up here, which is that 618 for the 5th wave. So possibly when Bitcoin comes up for its 5th wave, that might give Ethereum the chance to come up and hit this 4,200. But we do need to break out of these levels before we can start seeing any movement towards this higher target here. And then we do have our main support still at 3,500. And so we're just kind of moving sideways in between these critical levels here. Not really much has changed. So let's see if Casi can zoom in and give you a closer look at what's going on.
Yeah, Tar, right? Pretty much exactly what you said. Not much has changed. We have our larger 382 retrace that's already been touched, but we did say it could come down for another touch just because of how quick of a wick it came. But you can see it's still really hanging out between the 118 and the 236 retrace. Like Tar mentioned, we still have that 4,200 target that's still valid, and really we need a break either below these supports or above to really confirm. So I do think, like Tar mentioned, it probably is heading up to this wave 5 target here. We just don't have any clean subways to kind of go off of in the short term. So yeah, I do think that this is still in plan. We have the buy at 382 and then the sell up here at 4,200. So yeah, this looks fine for now.
Yeah, and the RSI looks like it is forming some type of triangle, just possibly just confirming that it's still in wave 4.
Yeah, and you can see we are hitting that local support now. Yeah, I don't think that we'll get any break below. I think it probably should hold and break up.
Yep. All right, let's get over to XRP then. Okay, so here we are on XRP on the 4-hour time frame. And again, XRP is still using these critical levels here as support. We have that 382 fib at 515, and then we do have a lower 0.5 fib at 497 that it's probably not going to come down to, because we are now back up above the MA and the RSI is trying to break out a bit. So coming up here, we have the next resistance at 53.6, and then again, the bottom of the triangle around 54.5 or so. So we're getting really close to the end of this correction. We have around June 10 or so until Bitstamp has its forced decision. Keep in mind, these triangles do land a little bit differently on all of the exchanges. So we do have this apex extending all the way till August on some of these exchanges. Like we've mentioned before, it doesn't have to travel all the way to the apex. It can really break out at any time. And I think we might see that on XRP is just a breakout and that volume coming in really at any time. So we just have to watch the price action for when we come back up to meet the prices at the triangle here and see what it does at that time. So let's have Casi zoom us in further and see if she can get a closer look at what's going on.
And I really want to point out here on the 4-hour, because I know we talked about it on Friday, but see that consolidation on the RSI and then the huge breakout. This looks like we're going to get a breakout in price soon. Okay, guys, so here we are on XRP 1 hour. And just like Tara mentioned, we are getting really close to this apex. Like you can just see how close we are. Not much has changed to our plan. This is my 382 here. I know Tara's is a little bit different, but we have the same levels identified there. And it's just coming right up to that 6.5 retrace on XRP, the larger 6.5. And then my top marker here is the larger 6.18 retrace. So you can see these are all really, really critical levels of resistance that we need to break. But one thing interesting to point out is this RSI. So I was tracking this smaller triangle here in green. I know that it broke out from that triangle and we didn't get much price action. But what I'm really watching for is this RSI, because you can see we did break that consolidation on the RSI and it has now come back down and test a support. So this is something that you look for flips in the market. And it looks like we are about to have that now. So I do think that we're going to have our critical tests of resistance here soon, if not today, the next few days. So these are really, really critical on XRP. We've talked a lot about what we should be expecting as far as price action goes. So coming up and hitting this and bouncing below would be pretty bearish. Breaking up huge and holding as support would be pretty bullish. But remember, any break of this resistance needs to come back down and test as support before any major breakthrough. So, all right, you guys, and I think that's it for today's update. Thank you so much for watching. We are definitely going to keep an eye on XRP and the rest of the market through today. So make sure to check out Twitter for our quicker updates, and we will be back Wednesday with another one.